7 celebrities who shot back at their interviewer on live TV. Being an interviewer is something that may seem pretty easy on paper, but it can actually be quite difficult, especially when you don't realize that you're asking someone an offensive question. This is even worse when you're on live TV. Some celebrities tend to just brush off the offensive questions while others shoot them down immediately. In this video, we're giving you a roundup of 7 celebrities that shot back at their interviewers on live TV. Before we continue, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Let's begin. Number 7. Anne Hathaway. The world waited for the infamous Batman: The Dark Knight Rises to be released, and fans were particularly thrilled to finally get to see Anne Hathaway in the iconic Catwoman role. But some people, Jerry Penacoli in particular, were only interested in her physique in the movie. In an interview, he asked Anne Hathaway how she fit into the leather catsuit. She answered that it wasn't about being in perfect shape, it was about being able to do the stunts perfectly, and tried to make it clear that she didn't want to talk about her physique anymore. Jerry didn't really take the hint and circled back to the topic and asked if she had a specific feline fitness regimen when preparing for her role. Tried to brush it off again by saying it was all the boring stuff no one wants to talk about, just watch what you eat and go to the gym. And then Jerry wanted more and she wasn't going to let it fly anymore and said, "Are you trying to lose weight? What's the deal here? Are you trying to fit into a catsuit?" Which was when he finally dropped the subject and moved on to details about her role as Catwoman and her experience portraying her. Number 6. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is no stranger to the relationship questions. Everyone always wanted to know who she's talking about in her songs and who she's within her personal life. At the 2015 Grammys, interviewer Nancy O'Dell took things a little too far by saying that she could be going home with more than just a trophy that night, adding that it could also be lots of men. Taylor had to literally pause and then replied, "I'm not going to be going home with any men tonight." Her response was enough to deter her from prying any further about the topic, and immediately went on to ask her about other things instead. Number 5. Cara Delevingne. Cara Delevingne is one of the world's top models. People that aren't from the modeling industry tend to look down upon them, treat them like they're only famous for being pretty. That was what happened at the Good Day Sacramento show while she was promoting her new movie, Paper Towns. The interviewer started off by calling her Carla instead of Cara, and then went on to ask her if she had read the book before doing the movie, to which Cara replied with sarcasm, "No, I didn't read the script either, I winged it." No, of course I read the book. The questions they asked her after this, she answered in her usual sarcastic way, but the interviewers didn't really understand her humor. They didn't just imply that they didn't understand her though, they literally asked her, "Are you exhausted? You don't seem as excited as you did a couple of weeks ago." To which she replied, "Oh, no, I'm still pretty excited, but the premiere was last night and it was an emotional night. Maybe I had a little bit more energy. It's the morning. Don't be mean." The interview is really hard to watch. They closed it off by telling her to go have a Red Bull and take a nap, and kept bad-mouthing her even after she was off the air. Number 4. Ariana Grande. In the 2013 interview with Kiss FM, Ariana Grande was asked, if you could use makeup or your phone one last time, which one would you pick? She replied to the sexiest question quite quickly and asked him, "Is this what you think girls have trouble choosing between?" Agreeing that he does, he asked her, "Can you really go anywhere without your cell phone?" She shut him down again and said, "Yes, many hours." He said that he doesn't believe her, and she shot him down again by saying, "I like to be present in the moment, make eye contact." He really didn't get that he was being sexist and still kept at it and said, "Yes, listen ladies." She quickly interrupted him again and said, "Boys, learn. We can all learn. Girls and boys. We can all learn." Number 3. Rihanna. Rihanna is someone that is known for being outspoken and being the best at shutting people down if they cross the line. At the Battleship press conference in 2012, a reporter asked Rihanna about her relationship status in a really strange way. She asked, "You're so good at connecting with people that your fans all feel like they really know you. Things are clearly going brilliantly in your career. I just wonder if you're as happy in your private life, and will we be seeing a certain Mr. Ashton Kutcher perhaps?" She immediately shot back and said, "Wow, how disappointing was that question?" and laughed while shrugging it off. She did later say to her that, "I'm happy and I'm single, if that's what you're really asking," and moved on to the next interviewer. Number 2, Carmen Carrera. Katie Couric had a talk show that only lasted on air about a year. A short tenure isn't really that surprising when you take into account how insensitive some of her questions would get sometimes. Transgender model Carmen Carrera was on her show to talk about being the first transgender angel for the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Instead of talking about her modeling career, Katie focused more on her gender identity, more importantly, her body. She wanted to talk about her actual transition. She did this in a very insensitive, intrusive manner. Katie asked her, "Was this whole process painful? Physically for you? There's a lot of surgery involved, there's a lot of drugs involved. Was it challenging in that way?" To this, Carmen replied, "I haven't really gotten that many surgeries." Not taking the hint, Katie went and asked, "Well, your private parts are different, aren't they?" To this, Carmen replied very clearly, saying, "I don't want to talk about it. It's really personal. I'd rather talk about my modeling stuff and show people that after the transition, there's more life to live. There's more to this trans people than just that." Katie still tried to tell her that she wasn't really that wrong by saying it's still a mystery to a lot of people. Maybe that's why it's so talked about. Carmen replied that although she appreciates that people are trying to learn, she'd rather just not talk about it. Number 1, Jerry Seinfeld. While promoting the Bee Movie in 2007 on The Larry King Show, David asked Jerry Seinfeld if he was the one who decided to wrap up his show, The Seinfeld Show, himself, or did he end up getting canceled by the network? Jerry was taken aback by the question at first, and then he responded by saying, "Are you not aware of this? You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?" He then went on to say that his show was the #1 show on television and that it got 75 million views in the last episode. When Larry tried to joke it off by saying, "You say it like it's so bad," Jerry replied that that's the difference between being canceled and being #1. The situation got so heated that they had to immediately cut to commercial and end the segment there. That's a wrap for 7 celebrities who shot back at their interviewer on live TV. Which one of these were your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.